walking through this store is absolutely insane. You feel like you're not even in the United States or, Europe. You honestly feel like you're in Asia. And I know I mentioned you have to get your own fish, but you literally have to catch your own fish and then you bring them to the front and they bag them for you. And then they have this really cool thing where they'll bag a bunch of fish and there's like a crazy discount. But fish, they are so inexpensive. They're so cheap is the word. I don't believe this person does water changes. What was really cool, yeah, look at me, is that the guy at the front knew who I was, which was very surprising. And he was like, oh yeah, shoot some video. And I'm like walking through this store looking at, arowana, piranha, saltwater. There was coral, there was sharks, rays. And when I'm looking at this, they were in such small aquariums. I mean, I think the width, front to back of most of these aquariums was probably like, 6 inches. It was crazy insane. I mean, flower horn. They had African cichlids, and they have an upstairs, which is extremely dangerous. So if you ever get a chance and you go to 6th Avenue Aquarium and you need to get flowers because you're about to do a remorseful purchase of fish, they got everything. But I mean, jam-packed tanks. This was a Sunday, right? And still had this many fish and tanks just constantly being replenished. Make sure you sanitize yourself. Just very exotic type, you felt like you were going into a different place. Look, these shrimp right here were $5.99 a piece. And that's cheap. It was like really cheap. And then you have a freshwater, a freshwater lionfish. They had, African cichlids were $5.99, $7.99. I think the biggest ones I saw were $19.99, and they were pretty substantially large peacocks and haps. But for the most part, you could probably walk in here with $50 and walk out a giant in terms of aquarium fish. But yeah, cool experience. If you're ever in San Francisco, it is a place that, honestly, I think you should check out because it's worth it. It's an experience. The blue spotted stingray. And now here is upstairs. Very narrow, very cluttered, lots of aquariums up there, empty, but they have really good looking fish for the most part. Of course there was some that didn't look so great, but with the amount of livestock that was in this store, I anticipated that, right? But look I'm going to go down the stairs to show you. But it goes around the whole perimeter of the store. It's just up a flight of stairs. I'm pretty sure that it's a violation of some sort to be upstairs in this store. I don't know what else to tell you other than I have not been in an aquarium store in the United States or Canada that has ever been like this. Never. And if you are in San Francisco and you have the opportunity to come to 6th Avenue Aquarium, I recommend visiting specifically for the experience. I mean, they had plecos that I didn't think that they would have. They had guppies and betas and, the list goes on and on. Mollies and tetras. There wasn't a fish in there. They had killifish. There wasn't a fish in there, Pandagara, that they didn't have. I mean, I had to take so much video just to go back. I mean, for those that love red-tailed catfish, look at how little the red-tailed catfish are. Yes, they get massive, but the store it's dirty. You're packing your own fish. Well, I shouldn't say packing. You're collecting your own fish. You're bringing them to the front, and there really is only two people working in there. There's the owner and the person at the front that's bagging them for you. So that's probably where they get the very low cost in terms of, fish and supplies. But I mean, the craziest thing is there was this older gentleman in there, and the owner was unbagging fish because they had their big bag sale. And what was insane was this older guy said, I'm having problems collecting the fish. It's going to take me all day. And the owner just said, you have plenty of time. I mean, that's the mentality here. It's, you come in, you know what to expect. I mean, these puffers, $30. I don't think I've ever seen them that cheap. Yeah, I'm dead serious. $30. And then, if you're into goldfish, they had the goldfish collection. They had, koi. They had, I want to say everything as far as livestock goes. I don't know what else to say other than they have everything. And yeah, and plants. Like the florist is right up front, which is just, it cracks me up because it's very deceiving. But definitely fun. It was great to spend some time here. Here I am upstairs on the other side. And I mean, even if you wanted to, you couldn't walk two side by side. Really cool. Highly recommend checking it out. Whether you buy from them or not is really completely up to you. No water changes. Get your own fish. And I mean, here is the exit of the place and the entrance. You'd never know that what you just saw was here. Thanks for watching. You know what's next. Holla!